What's up, Waterstone kids?
Welcome back to another Questions with Kids. And today we have two questions for you.
So the first question is, if God is all powerful, then why hasn't he destroyed Satan?
That is a hard question because it's hard to think, like, in the world that we live in with all this darkness and sadness that we experience, that the enemy is still powerful and is still just out here doing his thing. But Jesus did defeat the enemy when he died and rose again 3 days later. He defeated death. So we can know and trust in that power that the Lord has already defeated Satan and will forever prevail. Even though we do live in a world that is very dark and we do experience things that aren't the best, it's because God gave us free will, and some people are still on the path choosing to not live in what the Lord has provided us with, the freedom of following him. So it's hard to imagine that the world is not perfect, because it's not, but we know that Jesus has prevailed over it all.
It's a good thought. And I think, honestly, it segues right into question 2.
Right, yeah. All right.
What's question 2?
My question for you, Nicole, is Jesus will come again just as he promised. How does this truth make you feel?
Wow, what a truth that Jesus will come again. Yeah. Honestly, I think it gives us hope inside darkness, right? Yeah. When there's so much going on around us, I think his truth is just a hope that we can cling to and continue to declare over ourselves each and every day, okay, Jesus is going to come again. He always does keep his promises.
Yeah.
He will prevail, right? The enemy isn't going to win. Not today, right?
Nope, Nope.
And so I think it's just something, even just to encourage your friends to remember, when they're down or maybe they're not having the best day, to give them that hope. Hey, one day there will be no more sadness. There will be no more sorrow. Jesus is going to come again. And then follow them up with that question, hey, do you know Jesus? And if you don't, can I be the one to tell you about him?
Definitely.
Right? So, I would say it makes you feel great. It should make you feel
so excited,
smiling and joyful.
Yeah.
And all the things. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. Well, those were our two questions for you, friends, and we can't wait to see you next week. Bye.